please join me in the Lord's Prayer and the Pledge of Allegiance. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and glory forever. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
I said that last time.
All right, roll call, please.
Okay, Mr. Dudley?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Yes.
Mr. Moats?
Yes.
Mr. Singleton? Mr. Yurda?
Yes. Do I have a motion to accept the agenda and addendum, please?
Motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Singleton?
Yes.
Mr. Dudley?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Yes.
Mr. Moats?
Yes.
Mr. Yurda?
Yes. Okay, we're going to start off with Shelley Sowersbrook, Intermediate, please.
First, I want to say thank you for letting me miss the last few board meetings. My daughter made it into soccer tournaments and all of that, and it's soccer season's over, so thank you for letting me have that family time. Programs with music, we just wrapped up our 4th grade program. That was the Veterans Day thing that she performed. And then on December 8th, if you want to come at the 1:15 or 6 o'clock showing, we have our 5th grade Christmas program. So those are always good. They're pretty short, so you don't have to like worry about falling asleep or anything in there because it gets hot and it's dark. But it is a really good, awesome program that Julie Ray does. Colt Christmas, we did our penny wars to raise money for Colt Christmas. We raised over $2,000 this year, which is really awesome. I've got 12 kids right now that I'm purchasing gifts for, and then we have, like I just purchased the last little bit and I still have money left, so we're gonna look at adding a couple more kids to that, which is really awesome. Jump rope is getting ready, well, practices have started, but she's getting ready to start doing some performances. It'll probably be delayed just a little bit for a family thing, but she'll be up and running for sure after the first of the year. Of course, Wendy is retiring, which I wanna say is an amazing thing. She's been in this district for a really long time. Over 30 years, and I'm gonna miss her. I really will. I'm not saying that her and I have always seen eye to eye, but we've had a very professional and I love the relationship we have. I trust her. I go to her a lot if I have something that I want to try with the staff, because if she's gonna be okay with it, the rest of the staff will be fine. So I'm gonna miss her as a teacher in the building, and I know the kids are. The kids missed her just a little bit. She's been out with Joe and his. Yeah, and Joe's gonna be coming back after Thanksgiving, and I saw him the other day, and he is bouncing, which is kind of, he looks like he's lost 10 years, like, of aging, like he's lost 10 years of it, he's happy, and it's kind of crazy.
She managed Joe Blanco. He actually
Yes,
came in my
Joe Blanco.
office, jumped and spun around, went, look what I can do now.
Yeah, oh yeah, it is so crazy, because, yeah,
What
he
did
kind
he
of looked
have?
like a zombie before.
His hip was.
Oh, he had
hip
replacement?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he is like,
I mean, dragging it, it was bad.
it was bad,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
We had Grandparents' Day last Thursday, and it was a huge success. Huge. It was awesome. First time we've had people back in the building since COVID happened, so it has been a nice, I think everybody was happy to be there. All the kids loved it. And then the last thing I want to say, it's a new role that I'm in. I'm the homeless liaison for the district. Yesterday I got to attend the ECO meeting. It's the Guernsey County collaborative. We toured a couple of the homeless housing things that they have in the county, and I know that they're going to be wanting to really make some awareness with that, to try to just get support, even just donations and stuff. But our families, it's amazing how many kids and families that we have in our district that are considered homeless. There's probably been a dozen in the last month and a half that have been identified as homeless, and they're just crazy situations. So it is a scary but crazy thing, but we have so much support, and the people at the ECO that we're working with on the homeless stuff have been amazing, going way above and beyond to help these people be able to do what they can and keep these kids in school. So those are the things that we got going on. come in the office sometime next month. We'll have our gifts like wrapped up and you'll be able to see all the stuff that, we have going out to the kids.
And it is pretty impressive when you go in there and see.
And I would like to say something also. I walked over before the meeting and told her, but a couple of our staff members have reached out to me, Ms. Towers, and told me just how wonderful everything's going. So it's a compliment to you.
Thank you.
I hear the same thing, it's amazing, and I wanna say the Veterans Day musical that you guys had was really amazing, you didn't mention it, but it was mind-blowing how great it was, and, they did a great job organizing
did.
it, and
Yeah,
it was wonderful.
Julie does a nice job every year with that. It's been nice to be able to have all that back.
I saw it on social media.
Thank you. Okay, Meadowbrook High School, Mr. Golick.
Oh, we've got a lot of things going on. I'll keep it short though, because if not, we'd be here for a long time. First of all, I want to also thank Shelley. She's done an excellent job keeping us up to date on the homeless and McKinney-Vento Act. She's always sending us emails, so I really appreciate that, Shelley.
Thank you.
Because sometimes, you forget some things, but, so I appreciate all the emails and reminders you give us. We have a 9th grader, Grace Cackley, who is Bill and Laura Cackley's daughter, who made the top 10 in the interviewing competition in the state. She will be giving her last interview on Saturday, so she will do that, and then we'll find out where she ranks, but just making it to the top 10 is absolutely amazing. So kudos to her, and good luck to her on Saturday. So we're hoping she comes out. Speaking of FFA, if you guys are around on November 22nd, Devin can attest to this, their meal is absolutely amazing. So if you want a lunch between about 11 and 12:15, you name it, they have it. So that'll be next Tuesday. Kudos to Mr. Nichols and his 2 current issues class. They put on a Veterans Day program. It was short, but it was amazing. We had over 10 veterans there, honored them, and we have 2 teachers in the building, Mr. Collins and Mr. Epperson, who are also veterans, so we honored them. It was completely student-led, which I think is amazing, okay? And I mean, Mr. Nichols helped, but he didn't do anything during, and so the band participated. It was very good. On 29th November, we start our Christmas program as we start getting things ready to go. We have 16 individuals that we're buying for, and depending on the money that comes in, if we have more, we'll go more, but right now we're at 16. And last but not least, just kudos and thanks to Coach Zender, her staff, and the volleyball team. What an awesome ride that was. And the accomplishment that they made, and I know they're disappointed, but they'll look back on that one day and just say, man, that was a heck of an accomplishment. So kudos to the volleyball team, and the girls just did a phenomenal job this year.
Thanks, Scott.
Thank you.
I just want the girls to know, or not real, or they don't realize the, what they do for the younger girls.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Not only for the community, but I firsthand witnessed a young basketball girl who happened to see Carly Launder there watching the younger basketball girls, and that little girl turned and looked at her mom and goes, "Oh, look, it's Carly Launder." And
Yeah.
and of course Carly didn't see that, but
Sure.
you don't realize,
Matt and I talked
what
about
impact
that
it
this
had.
week. At that age, they're like professionals.
Right.
Yeah,
Right,
I mean, it's the
exactly,
same level,
exactly.
yeah,
So,
right.
yes, so.
All right, we have Katie Finley with food service.
Yeah, things are going great. I'm still learning a lot, and we're checking into some programs to try to condense some stuff and to make my job a little easier and a little more manageable. We've hired some great subs, and they've been super helpful. So we've got one position open at the high school right now, so we're hoping somebody will fill it soon. And other than that, I think things are going pretty smooth.
Is that a sub position at the high school or?
Full-time.
Full time
Full-time?
right now, yes.
Okay, good.
So I don't have a lot to add.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
I don't think we have any other public participants, so I'm gonna turn it over to Candy with the treasurer's report.
Okay, I have. Sorry, okay, I have approval of the minutes from October 27th, November 1st, and November 4th. Approved financial report for October, approve the 5-year forecast for 23 through 27, approve the resolution transferring funds from general fund to the building fund as presented, approve the then now certificates for valid purchase orders greater than $3,000. Recommend transferring the following funds from the general fund to athletic support fund. Again, this is the fund that pays our coaches, $37,000. Band support fund, $2,635.45, and bond retirement of $63,735. And that's the account that pays the House Bill 264 project that we have a couple more years of paying on.
Okay, thank you.
Motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Singleton,
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey,
Yes.
Mr. Dudley,
Yes.
Mr. Moats,
Yes.
Mr. Yurdak.
Yes. Okay, we'll move on to standing committees. We have anything, probably nothing on policy, is there? Matt or Mike?
We talked about the football field policy to implement closing it at dawn each evening. Is that something we wanted to,
I thought you.
We can,
or no?
oh, that's fine, we were gonna put a resolution on next
Oh,
week.
okay,
Talk
we're
about
gonna
it,
do
go
that.
ahead, that's
Okay.
fine.
We'll wait then.
Okay.
Thanks, Ed.
Do you want to touch on that in athletic?
Do what?
Brad, are you familiar with what, want to touch on it out on
I
athletic?
think Brad's, yeah, probably.
You want to touch on that? The
Yeah.
Football field?
We stopped down at my wife needed to go down to the concession stand down at the football field. And well after dark, it's pitch black down there, and we stopped down there, and she goes in the concession stand, and I'm just kind of waiting outside, and I begin to hear voices, you know. And it turns out there were kids down on the football field. I saw 2, then I saw 4, and it doesn't appear they were doing anything, but really shouldn't be down there at that time.
I
So,
agree, yeah.
but if we don't have some sort of signage, nobody has any right to say anything to any one of them, so, dusk to dawn, I don't know what signage you wanna put there, but I just think we should put something that's closed,
Yeah,
to the public at
dusk or
Such and such
something.
time, yeah.
dusk to
Yeah.
dawn, except for sporting event night, somewhere along those lines, then kind of,
Okay.
Yeah, which is good, so I mean, you want it to be open for the public, but
Yeah.
you also have to set some
Correct, yeah.
limitations, yeah.
Do we still have a policy where the dogs aren't allowed on the?
yeah, there's
the
signs
field?
everywhere.
Is there
sir.
signs everywhere?
Yeah, I've
That's
seen the
near and dear to
signs.
my heart, so,
Yeah, I see the signs, there's
Okay.
multiple of those.
good. Okay, Mike, legislative, student achievement, anything?
I think they're just getting back in,
Okay,
so.
once again, Mike, Mideast.
The only thing I can report from Mideast is the fact that, they are starting to look for, school bus driver trainers for the CDL program. They've gotten approval from the state to do that now, so now they're looking for a couple trainers, school bus specific. So,
Good.
they hope to have them in place and, running by February.
Personnel, insurance, negotiations, Matt, Darren, nothing right now. Building and grounds, Brad, Darren.
Kind of back, the signage at the football field is on buildings and grounds. One thing about athletics, guys, tomorrow night is the opening night for the girls' basketball. It's the Pink Out, to raise funds for the local cancer, foundation here in Cambridge, Cancer Center. So their first game is Meadowbrook versus Cambridge right over here, so it'll be a really good game. Cambridge is helping with that also. They'll be wearing white t-shirts with pink logos, and we'll be wearing pink shirts with white logos. Really cool. The girls have a good time with their white and pink uniforms also, so come on out tomorrow night, Meadowbrook.
Okay.
We still have a problem with the gas station beside Byesville. Eventually, we're gonna have to take care of that. I think Byesville should, because we technically gave them the building.
Yeah, I agree.
I've got a-
With the building and grounds, you and I can talk about that.
Sure.
We're gonna have to do something about that.
Maybe we could stop and talk to them.
I've got a call in about it too, so.
Okay.
On just that topic. We haven't got to discuss
I didn't
it.
realize that was still going on, so.
Mhm.
Yeah,
We have a line that's drained there for 50 to 100 years and it's washing out their bank. We could reroute it and tie it into one of our drains.
Okay. All right, I don't know of anything under audit.
It's ongoing.
Yeah. Community outreach. Mike, you have anything?
I don't have anything.
I'd like to take this time, I've been thinking about how to do this, I didn't get to talk about it last meeting, but I'd like to thank Candy for everything she's done, for all your years of service, over 10, correct? 10, 12?
Yeah.
Well, and, you know, I know, you're moving on to, let's hope better, bigger and better things, but, you've been nothing but great through this with your kindness and your gratitude, and as far as wanting to volunteer to work with our new treasurer, I want to thank you. It means a lot to me as board president. I know I'm not going to speak for everybody. If you guys want a second here just to thank Candy, I'm sure, like I said, it's not easy and it's sad and we're going to miss you. And it means, yeah, well, like I said, I didn't know how to do it. I'm not good at these things, but you went over and beyond through this. So thank you very much from us and Rolling Hills.
Right.
And we wish you nothing but luck, and we hope we can stay friends. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Business advisory?
Nope, nothing
Okay.
there. And you can skip supervisor reports, cause I moved it up on you.
Yes, you did. Any old business? Nothing? All right, I'm turning it over to Devin, superintendent's report.
All right, we'll go A through I because I'll explain the last one, but, A, you know, obvious some hirings, accept resignations of Craig Welsh, Jennifer McVeigh, she's still gonna be a driver, but she's no longer gonna work in the kitchen. And Brittany Nichols, I was asked about this ahead of time, that's strictly a paperwork thing, she's going to work throughout this year and hopefully get her full-time license, we'll be able to go from there. That's
She's doing an awesome job.
Thank you.
She's doing a great job.
Mrs. Browning, which Shelley mentioned, is, you know, that is big. I can tell you that is Brennan's favorite teacher in that grade right now, so hate to lose her, but that's good for her. Approved request travel abroad for FFA, which is, they're just looking into options, so they wanted to get that in place ahead of time, make sure they were allowed to do that. They went to El Salvador a few years ago, I believe, and they're looking to do something similar. MOU, Rolling Hills, and RHEA concerning paying mentors. V2 Architect continuation. We had to change the district calendar after we canceled parent-teacher conferences, so that's that. Nutrition standards for the kitchen, and non-renew all fall coaches. So once again, A through I.
All right, do I have a motion?
motion.
I will second it. Roll call, please.
Okay. Mr. Dudley?
Yes.
Mr. Yurdak?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Yes.
Mr. Moats?
Yes.
Mr. Singleton?
Yes.
All right, and a late addition that is not on your sheets, J, approved consulting services, as John just mentioned, approved consulting services with Candy Rach as presented. She'll be staying on to help our new treasurer on kind of an as-needed basis. The two of them will decide how often that's needed.
Motion.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Dudley?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Yes.
Mr. Moats?
Yes.
Mr. Singleton?
Yes.
Mr. Yurdak?
Yes. All right, we don't have any executive session. Next board meeting, December 15th at 6:30. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll move.
Second.
These guys are right on.
Ready to get in?
Yeah,
I'll say
there
so.
It's been a long day.
I gotta wait and let Candy catch up here. It's like, roll call, please.
Okay, Mr. Humphrey?
Yes.
Mr. Moats?
Yes.
Mr. Dudley?
Yes.
Mr. Singleton?
Yes.
Mr. Yurdak?
Yes,
Anyone have the time? It is
6:50.
6:50.
thank you. Thanks, Candy. Thanks, everybody. Thanks,
That wasn't bad, was it?
No, it wasn't bad at all. I